First of all, Assalamu alaikum everyone. My today's talk is about something which is very dear to me, and I know that each and every one of us has gone through this phase, and that is public speaking. Let's start with a fascinating fact. Did you know that more people are scared of public speaking than they are of death? Pretty astonishing, right? But only those will know who has spent their time on this stage. Because when you are on this stage, for just even 1 second, you will understand why. Because that 1 second, that 1 minute will turn into 60 long, everlasting seconds. And the one who will pave his own way out in those 60 seconds will be the one who will be remembered. So let me take you through a journey of my own experience and how I catered this dilemma and how you guys can cater this as well. I still remember it like yesterday, 8 years ago, when I stood on my first ever podium. Before that, I went to my class teacher and I was like, ma'am, would the podium be covered? Will only my voice will go out? I would not be visible to the chief guest or the principal because I'm a bit scared, bit anxious, nervous. And she said, no, you will be in open air, in front of the chief guest, in front of the audience. And when I stood there with eye contact with the audience, I remember it like yesterday. My voice shook. My feet trembled. My pulse rises. Yet still, I dare to speak. Because I didn't look fearless, but I knew that this moment matters. This is the moment that will shape me. And that day I realized one thing, a quote which I want to say over here, that life is not about merely surviving. It's about thriving. Because in this fast-paced world, just as Sir Badr said, in this fast-paced world, if you don't risk to take charge, you risk of being forgotten. Because there are multiple peoples with the same education as you, with the same talent as you, with the same achievement as you. Yet what makes you distinct from them is your ability to speak, is your ability to argue, which will make you distinct from others. And now what will make you stand out and what will make you to thrive in this fast-paced world? As many people believe that your money is power, which is true. Some might argue that your time is power, which is also true. And many emphasize on the fact that power itself is power. These are all true statements. But yet what I believe is that your voice is power. Think about it for a moment. You're sitting in a room full of people with the same education as you, with the same achievement as you, with the same CVs as you, with the same experience as you. What will make you stand out in that whole situation? It's not what's written on your CV. They need to know, can you express yourself? Can you stand tall? Can you argue with clarity and express your thought, which is in your mind, clarity, and indulge themselves to answer to your call? And that is what truly makes you special. This means that you have to take charge, because without taking charge in this fast-paced world, you risk of being crushed until toes. And from that day, 8 years ago on my first podium, I started my journey day after day, speech after speech, year after year. And today, I'm not standing on the stage as a boy who once trembled on his first podium, but as a 16-year-old on his first ever TEDx stage, which is quite of an achievement for me as well. And that is the difference, what public speaking can make you. But this whole story, it's not just about me. It's about you as well. How you can implement those things in your life. I still remember that was quite of a good thing I had in my life. I was there for a seminar in an underprivileged school. In a school where those children don't have the facilities like you and me. They don't have the luxuries of life like you and me. They don't have that standard of life which you and me are living right now. And I deliver a seminar over there. I told them that even though whatever the consequences, whatever the situation you are in your life, if you just know how to use your voice properly, you will stand tall in future. Because even though there are certain hurdles in your present, yet still your future will be bright. And one innocent boy, just merely 8 or 9, stood. He looked into my eyes and said, Zeeshan bhai, I would rather stay silent than to make a fool of myself. That statement shook me. That statement breaks my heart. Because that boy who know that he is underprivileged, who know that he doesn't have those facilities like us, and he seems discouraged. He seems that his voice would be undermined. And after a moment, I told him that use your voice. Even though if it shakes, even though that you trembles, use it. Because at the end of the day, there is something in you that the world is waiting for. And that day I realized one thing, that if you truly find your own voice, you doesn't just revolutionize yourself. You revolutionize others as well. You tell them that how important they are as well and what potential they have, which is being discouraged. And that day I told that guy, and that's the thing I want to tell each and every one of you, that don't let anyone tell you what you can do and what you cannot do. Without a doubt, I know that our parents loves us. Without a doubt, we know that our teachers guides us. Without a doubt, I know that our friends did cares for us. But the thing is that important decision which you have to make for yourself, nor can your parents make that, nor can your teachers make that, nor can your friends make that. Because that decision is about your life. You have to take the initiative to tell them what is in your mind and what you need for your life. And when you do this so, when you have taken that decision, you will face doubts. People will doubt you. They will judge you. You will have insecurity in yourself as well. You will have that self-doubt that what if I make something wrong? Did I did something wrong, or will I do something wrong due to this whole decision which I have to make? Right now, just because before coming to this stage, I asked myself, am I truly worthy enough to be standing on this stage? But then there's a certain statement which accompanies me, which revolutionizes my thought, and that is that interviews do exist because degrees are not enough. When you are there in front of them, they don't want to see what's written on your CV. Or are you a master's in anything? Are you masters in English literature? Are you MSc maths or physics? They want to see, can you express yourself tall? Can you be there and tell the world what is in your mind? And that's exactly what I want to tell you, that there is a message inside you that the world is waiting for. Just think for it for a moment. What if Sir Isaac Newton was very much discouraged that why this apple fall? What if I told this to the world, they will judge me and they will say that I am some kind of stupid. If no one has think about it, why would I think about it? What if he never thought that why white light disperse into 7 different colors? And if he just buries that thought and that innovation in his mind and in his heart, what would the world miss then? That's exactly on you. I know that everyone here is on different potential. I am not as yours and you are not me. We cannot reach Sir Isaac Newton's level, but surely there's something in us, not that much special, even though it's not that much special. There is something which the world is waiting for. And if we discourage ourselves that the people will judge us on a decision or on a thing that we make, nor will we miss many things, the world will also miss many things. So that's the main thing and the main crux of this. And now I want to tell you of hack which I use to revolutionize myself and which you surely can. Fear and excitement. Two completely opposite things. One used in the terms of happiness, joy, achievement, and other used in the term of terror, anxiousness, and nervousness. Yet still, what if I told you that these both are exactly the same? Their side effects on your mental health, their side effects on your physical health are exactly the same. Your heart, your pulse rate will rise. Your adrenaline will spark. Your breathing will get shallow. So what if you train your mind that you are not afraid, you are just excited? Because that fear, that nervousness which develops in you, it's because your mind labels it as fear. So just exclude that from the equation. Tell your mind and tell yourself that this is just your achievement. This is just your excitement in disguise of fear. And trust me when I say this will change a lot of things in your life. Because it's our brain who labels it. And when we disguise that fear in achievement, that one thing that once paralyzes us will turn into a gas, into a fuel which will power us. And just before coming to my stage, I was a bit nervous. My palms were sweaty, and I was thinking, what if I make something wrong? What if I make a blunder on the stage? Yet still, I told myself by giving myself a smirk that I am not afraid. I'm just excited about it. And suddenly that fear which was in my mind and in my heart, that turns into a fuel which was truly burned on this stage right now. And last thing I want to tell you, the whole summary of this talk is that train your brain, train your body, adapt yourself to the real situation, because it will revolutionize your public speaking. If it will revolutionize your brain, and surely it will revolutionize you. And in the end of this talk, I just want to give you one last statement that is the last point of this, that always remember that fear disappears when the mission to serve is clear. Thank you so much. This is Mohammad Ishan Sabri.